The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you to 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers. Playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Man, this Memphis team, gritty, hard-nosed, blue-collar. Which Grizzly is your favorite, Shaq?
I'm going to have to go with Big Marc Gasol. He does everything you want from a center. Doesn't really play above the rim, but has the jump hook, the fadeaway jumper, the inside, the outside, reverse pivot moves, all the moves of a big man. And yes, you heard it here first. He's way better than his bigger brother, Pau Gasol.
You know, I kind of like Tony Allen on that bunch, too. He's just a tenacious defender.
Very tenacious, fun to watch, mostly because of his defense. You don't see anyone else in the league play defense like Tony Allen.
Time now to send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. And many happy returns to Zach Randolph, now healthy, in the lineup, and ready to roll.
You know what, Kevin? It's quite cool for us to be here for his first game back. And I'll tell you something else. Any fears they had about his injury having ill effects on the team were swept aside pretty quickly when they began to play so well without him. They really didn't suffer in his absence very much at all.
No, but they sure are happy to have him back, because I'm not sure how long that run would have lasted with his talent missing from this lineup. Now all of a sudden you've got him returning, and you've got a team that already has some confidence. It's a pretty nice recipe for this team to go on a nice roll right now.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front, and it's Udrich in at the one spot.
You know, Bargnani, generally a pretty reserved guy overall, tends to go about his business, but there were moments last year where he got teed up for talking trash, so he's got some fire in him.
On defense, Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Here's Randolph. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Now here's Calderon. He's guarded by Udrich. Calderon dishes to Carmelo. Anthony right side. And stolen by Prince. Allen kicks to Randolph. There's the bucket. Good.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Knicks have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Calderon passes to Bargnani. Allen against Smith. Anthony left side. Anthony left side. And there's another one for the Knicks.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Zach Randolph. Dallenberg dishes to Calderon. Misses the layup.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B. billion.
Here's Smith, following the score by Tayshaun Prince. Feeds it to Bargnani. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
I'll tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And New York making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Now here's Calderon. He's tightly guarded. To the wing on the left. Here's Hardaway. Count it from 12. Hardaway has got his first points in this one. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
The Knicks with the lead. He dishes it to Smith. Calderon up top. Back to Smith. A second chance effort. They get the rebound. Anthony, he kicks to Hardaway. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Here's a look at some stats for Tayshaun Prince. How last month turned out for him. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Calderon. 14 points from him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
And good on the basket. Hook it. And it's 6 points for J.R. Smith.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, J.R. Smith, a guy who can take your breath away with his talent one moment and then exasperate you the next. Unbelievable talent, but he can be erratic offensively, especially with his shot selection.
A different look for New York. Smith checked in for Bargnani. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Nick Kalathis in for Udrich. And J.R. Smith closing in on 30 years of age. He's been fined almost $1 million over the course of his NBA career.
And, you know, playing in China, he was fined over $1 million in a single season. How do you do that? One night he ordered $3,000 worth of room service on the team dime just to see if they keep coming. Come on, Kevin. I mean, what is this guy thinking about here?
How do you call us? We can eat some of that food. Here's Larkin, following the score by Tayshaun Prince. Shot clock at 5. And here's Anthony for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 points so far. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Carter drives in. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Shoots from the line. Kufis grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And there's Tayshaun Prince on the assist by Carter. And it's 6 points for Prince.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Hardaway kicks to Smith. Here's Larkin. Got it off in time, but it's no good. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses, Clark, are clicking. And And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Wednesday, March 25th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. It's the real deal.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
So it's the Knicks now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Randolph and Kufis are inside. Lee out there with Nick Calathis, and it's Carter in at the small forward. And Shumpert kicks to Smith. He's looking for D'Alembert and finds him. Kufis with the block, and they'll keep possession. They get it back. Smith no good. Memphis trailing here. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Carter leading the charge. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play. Contesting everything. Starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And here is Hardaway. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Clock at 6. Here's Shumpert. Here's D'Alembert. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. No good from Lee. The Knicks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Larkin. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And he really competed defensively, too, Kevin. 3 steals.
He had a nice open look right there. Hardaway's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Calathis kicks to Lee. Randolph trying to free himself up, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hardaway has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game pretty different from his father's. Tim Sr., of course, famed for his UTEP two-step, otherwise known as the killer crossover, and Junior's is a different game.
He is a different game, but he's going to have an effective and long career. Senior was also only a 6-foot point guard. Junior is a 6'6" shooting guard. And while he does have some handles, Junior I'm speaking of, he's more of a long-range bombardier thus far, and also I think has the potential to be pretty good defensively going forward.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Bargnani has checked in for Jason Smith. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Calderon in for Larkin. Shot's good.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Growing up, Tim Hardaway Jr. was really pushed hard by his dad. They would get into arguments about the game, and Tim Jr. said it almost pushed him away from basketball entirely. But in the end, Dad decided for the sake of their relationship to just give his son the space to figure it out on his own. And of course, it's worked beautifully.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from two great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. Here's Calderon. Following the basket by Marc Gasol. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Koufos. That one wide left.
And one thing you can certainly see that Tim Hardaway Jr. got in his DNA from his dad is his competitive spirit. I mean, he loves competition. Asked if he hoped to be like his dad, Jr. said, I want to be better than him. I've heard that from my sons, too.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And it's Prigioni missing. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Carter on the wing. Carter right side. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Carter's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And the Knicks making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Kosta Koufos. Knicks trail by 4. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Here's Smith. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists now in this one. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school. Post you up and lock you down type of basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. They set the screen. J.R. Smith on the wing. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Smith's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Gasol. Shot is off.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Prince's shot is good.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
It's Anthony with the drive. A rebound by Carter. Here's Allen, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. You seem to be playing with plenty of determination. What lit the fire under you tonight?
Coaching and my teammates. I mean, they've been telling me to drive the ball. Just finally click and start driving the ball, and good things happen.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Been a big game for Smith. 16 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
Melo and Bargnani at the 3 and 4. Calderon and Smith are the 1 and the 2. And it's D'Alembert in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here is Smith. And D'Alembert kicks to Smith. 5 on the clock. And Allen with the block. They recover it. And he gets it to go. D'Alembert's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Knicks. Memphis leading. And Udrih kicks to Allen. He feeds it to Udrih. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And D'Alembert with the slam.
And that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but, Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Udrih.
Checking out the game Beno Udrih is having. He's got 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 3.
Samuel D'Alembert, a 6'11" shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
Now, here is Smith. 16 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Gasol with the steal. And Udrih kicks to Randolph. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Bargnani. Allen passes to Prince. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And there's Udrih. That's good on the assist by Allen. Udrih has got 14 points. And last season, D'Alembert, a bit of a stopgap for Dallas. He faced his share of critiques from Coach Carlin regarding conditioning clock and focus.
In addition to that, somewhat turnover-prone too, Kevin. He can pick up careless fouls as well. But when you're an athletic 6'11", you can make free throws and finish around the basket. You'll always have a home in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As everyone knows, Amari Stoudemire has had to battle back from his share of numerous injuries, and he switched to a vegan diet in order to help stay healthy. He said it was tough, and when asked which foods he missed the most, he said, "I love chicken, and I love Chilean sea bass. I missed it, but I wanted to stay strong." Guys?
Interesting. Thanks, Doris. Catching up on the changes for New York. Smith checked in for Bargnani. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Smith. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jose Calderon. Now here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Out to Hardaway. Anthony on the wing. No good on the 3.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Here's Larkin. The Grizzlies making the shot. Back to Hardaway. There's the 3. Kept alive. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. The drive by Lee. Prince goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Lee. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Now here's Anthony. 5 points in the game. Pass to Larkin. The feed to Smith. Out left to the wing. Hardaway for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Kufis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Knicks. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Carter's checked in. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Here's Larkin. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Anthony dishes to Smith. Shot clock at 5, and Shumpert kicks to Anthony. Knocks down the 10-footer.
That was very confident offense right there.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Carter outside. Rejected by Anthony. Here's Larkin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Taking a look at the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Memphis ranks league-wide. First in field goal percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Calathes kicks to Carter. The dish to Calathes. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
1:21 left to play in the third. Here's Larkin. Dishes it to Carmelo. Outside Hardaway. And the shot is good. Hardaway has got 6.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Calathes kicks to Lee. Pass to Calathes. Launches it. Good.
So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the 3-pointer.
New York's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside jumper. Smith outside. Back to Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Hardaway.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
And it's Carter penetrating. Shumpert with some nice D. Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Courtney Lee. The Knicks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Carter against Anthony. Nobody near Allen. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Allen's got 5 points so far.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Next Sunday, March 29th, Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies go on the road to do battle with the San Antonio Spurs. Live from San Antonio. You don't want to miss it.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Allen.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Udrich out there with Allen. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. Then there's Carter. And it's Gasol in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Carter. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back from Tallenberg. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Here's Smith. Prince with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Shumpert against Prince. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
Free throw good. Iman Shumpert. And Shumpert, fantastic athlete. Great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
And both free throws good for Shumpert.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well.
Tries to save it. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Calderon with it. J.R. Smith on the wing. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Allen. Memphis leading by 9. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Shumpert. Zach Randolph's checked in for the Grizzlies. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Allen, that's good.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around him.
Calderon kicks to Bargnani. New York moving the ball around. Smith with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 21 in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Now here's Prince, and it's Memphis with another. Here's Calderon. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Steve?
Well, it will be soon if they don't cut into this lead quickly.
Now here's Calderon. Smith the pass to Calderon. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. And the Knicks good for 2.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
Allen kicks to Randolph. Stolen by Bargnani. Calderon up top. Defended by Allen. Bargnani inside. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Stolen by Bargnani. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. And it's Smith penetrating. Rejected by Gasol. And they're able to recover. Calderon, no good.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Allen, no good. Smith with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 6. Right side Hardaway. Off target from three-point range. Memphis has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
New York calls timeout.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Pulls up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Allen outside. Kicks it to Gasol. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And much more aggressive play has led to more free throw attempts for them here in the second half.
You know, that's how you do it, Steve. I mean, defender pressing up on you, you press right back, get into him.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Here's Allen. And the basket good. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 10. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. .15 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. Anthony drives in. Rejected by Randolph.
And now just watching the clock wind down and what will turn out to be a win here for the Grizzlies.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
This win will give them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
Yeah, Steve, it'll mean a lot to them just the same, though. Anytime you go undefeated against an opponent, that's a sweet feeling.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Smith checked in for Bargnani. Amon Shumpert has come in for Carmelo Anthony. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jose Calderon. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kufis checked in for Gasol. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. Adams, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrih. And it's Smith missing. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Kufis dishes to Adams, to the paint, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
Here's Larkin. And there's the pass to Prigioni. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Beno Udrih.
In the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot.
Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, the playoffs approaching and all eyes starting to look toward the postseason. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And looking at the Grizzlies, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. Hey, let's talk about the Matrix, Shaq. Sean Marion.
In his prime, Ernie, he was good for 22 and 12, scoring with ease. One of the most unorthodox shooting strokes in the history of the league, but solid from outside. And Ernie, even though he's older, he continues to be a valuable player.
Right you are, big fella. Time to get you out to the game. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. You look at Memphis. They are a sixth-place team right now. Definitely in contention moving down the stretch.
Well, Kevin, it's the last time they'll see these guys this year. Remember, they only play each other twice during the regular season. And after that loss in the first game, I would expect them to be very motivated here early on.
Yeah, you know, going winless against any team, you don't want that on your resume. No sirree. So I think that in itself will be motivation enough to try to change things up.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5 down low.
Tony Allen, a perennial all-defense selection, tremendous athlete, but really his energy, his determination that makes him special. Just a guy who puts his hard hat on and competes every game.
And Irving gets it to go on the assist by LeBron.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Randolph, makes the most of the high percentage shot. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Irving up top. He's guarded by Udrih. And again, it's Kyrie Irving. Now Udrih. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. Allen outside. He kicks it to Udrih. Now the feed to Prince. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. James, the pass to Irving. Waiters with the screen for Irving. The pass to Verjao. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs. And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving kicks to Waiters. Love against Randolph. Kevin Love again. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Allen kicks to Randolph. Tries it from 9. And another basket for Memphis. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. James kicks to Irving. Randolph against Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Now here's Allen. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, no question. You look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing with really spreading that ball around.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the score by Memphis. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Back to Waiters. Here's Verjao. It's rebounded by Memphis. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Zach Randolph. Lee's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrih. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And Mike Miller subbed in for Dion Waiters. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Irving drives in. On the wing, Thompson. LeBron outside. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd. Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And it's Lee penetrating. These are the guys you want on the wing when your team needs a three. In the second half of the season, they're the top small forwards in the NBA from beyond the arc. Number one, Tayshaun Prince.
And his range is about as long as it gets. And you better have someone on him as soon as he gets across half court, or he'll drop a bomb on you.
As much effort as he expends to get into space on the perimeter and as well as he shoots it, when he does get open, opponents may want to give him a little extra attention out there. I mean, you got to know where he is. One guy on him might not be enough.
That free throw from Lee is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Jones comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And both free throws good for Lee.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
To the inside, Marion. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Marion's got his first points of the night.
And for Vince Carter, a quality defender and still a well-rounded contributor. He always had a nice breadth of skills. Now he does the little things that help you win.
Calathes gets the bucket. Calathes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too. I mean, with the way they just kept coming at him and coming at him, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
Clock at 6. On the basket by Jones.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
And it's Carter penetrating. Good work defensively by Marion.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Miller, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
Here's Calathes. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Hey, Mr. Venner. Yo, hola.
Coming up this Friday, March 27th, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs. Don't miss it.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Memphis trailing here. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Dion Waiters. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Jones in at the 3. And here's Cleveland. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after Dion Waiters' miss. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
First one falls for him. Allen's checked in for Lee. And Cleveland also making a change. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The dish to Waiters. Kicks it to Love. From 10 feet out, and he hits the jump shot.
Dion Waiters, a terrific scoring combo guard. He tantalizes you with that talent, that blend of ball handling, shooting, athleticism. Boy, he has a ton of potential.
Here's Koufos. Tipped away. Carter outside. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Here's Love, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Memphis leading. That drive by Carter. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Jones dishes to Varejao. Dellavedova, that's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
The Grizzlies shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Carter drives in. On target from 13 feet. Carter's got his second bucket. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and a halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. Marc Gasol's checked in for Memphis. James checked in for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Pass to James. Dishes to Waiters. Outside Irving. This one for 3. The putback, and Love throws it down.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Gasol, averaging 9 points per contest. The drive by James. In a wide open look for Irving. Again, Irving missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Allen, that's good.
Memphis knows what they are about, and that's attacking inside. They're an old school team. They don't really stretch the floor with a ton of three-point shooting. They really try to beat you up inside.
Put that bucket in no time at all. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Carter. Offensive rebound. Here's Randolph. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Love. Irving drives in. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Irving's got 11 points.
And as you said and documented quite well, the Grizzlies not a big outside shooting team. Last in the league in terms of both threes made and taken last year.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And for the Grizzlies, you would think they would want to add a shooter to stretch the floor for their bigs, but they don't need it.
Well, Memphis takes enough threes just to keep teams honest against them. But I think, Kevin, it always helps to have an extra shooter, whether it's a stretch four or somebody in the backcourt.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Prince comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrich. That drive by Carter, and he bangs it home with one hand. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Good on the shot. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. James, the pass to Irving. He feeds it to Marion. Waiters gets a wide open look, and the whistle blows. It's going to be an Anderson Varejao. That's his first foul.
Now that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound, maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Miller comes in for Dion Waiters. Well, Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
Miller with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Miller's got 5.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Allen inside, covered by Miller. It's tipped. Carter kicks to Allen. Gasol in the high post. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He's dismissed from the practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player, and he's very gifted.
Calathes kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Gasol.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle. And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Free throw good, James. Some changes for Memphis. Kufis checked in for Gasol. And it's Lee in for Carter. And both free throws good for James. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lee dishes to Kufis. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee. 8 seconds left to play here in the half. It's LeBron with the drive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And James drills them both. Here's Kalafis. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done. Big time shot in the clutch.
No, he was dying for the chance to take that shot, no question.
And the first half ends in a close one. Grizzlies lead by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front, and it's Udrich in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center, great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
Off the left rim and out.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Here's Gasol. Second shot opportunity, and Udrich gets it to go. Udrich has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Grizzlies. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy, but he's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assists.
Irving, good. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Udrich kicks to Prince. Here's Gasol, and the shot is good. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
And Varejao, a good decision maker, Steve, for a center. A 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio last year.
And he had a terrific season as a 2-point jump shooter. You know, able to spread the defense out a little bit and operate from the high post.
Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Now, here is Irving. 15 points in the game. Waiters passes to Love.
Back to Waiters. That falls. Great assist by Love. Waiters got his first bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And Gasol gets it to go.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Irving attacking. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
And Memphis making a change here. Carter's checked in. Here's Irving. Right now averaging 25 points a game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be an Udrih.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
And remember last season, a fan who ran out in the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggling with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
And that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Waiters dishes to Verejao. Pass to Irving. He kicks it to James. Back to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 19 points for Kyrie Irving. And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or two where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest, and it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, boys. Thanks.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Kufis comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Lee in for Allen. Sean Marion is checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Udrih kicks to Lee. Now Udrih. He's got 10. Carter outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
One of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And Miller's subbed in for Waiters. Carter hits them both. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Irving passes to Thompson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And that's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
No good from Lee. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Irving dishes to Miller. Irving kicks to LeBron. They get it back. Thompson off target at the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Vince Carter on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Right side, Irving. Baseline jumper, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 21. Here's Udrich. He's got 10. 54 seconds left to play here in the third. Lee goes in. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way.
Wow. What a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Lee following the score by Cleveland. Elbow shot is on the way. Good, he hits the jump shot. Lee's got 8.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miller, the pass to Irving. Marion setting the pick for Irving. In the corner, it's James. Miller outside. James wide open. The Grizzlies pull it in. Kufis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lee kicks to Udrich. That will count. Rejected by LeBron. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Grizzlies out in front, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Next Tuesday, March 31st, Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs go up against Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat. Hoops action.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really excellent feed here, and I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and opportunities for his teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 2, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejao out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Marion. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Now here's Allen. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. It's Marion with the drive. Here's Love. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. A nice shot by Kufis.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Dellavedova kicks to Waiters. Passes to Love. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Kevin Love, an incredible rebound. And it seems Stevie's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you talk about that internal drive and desire for Kevin Love. You see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all, in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
Good point, Clark. Very good point.
And I think as much as desire, Love's understanding of the game plays a big role in his success. He knows where to be on the court, but also what he needs to do off the court to put himself in position to be successful.
Cavaliers trailing. Here's Dellavedova. Waiters dishes to Love. And it falls over the rim and in.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Allen drives in. Prince outside. Here's Calathes. And another basket for Memphis.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Dellavedova. And Waiters kicks to Love. Lets it go. They get it again. Here's Varejao. Can't hit from in close. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Stolen by Varejao. Lets it go from 11. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Memphis. Udrich comes in for Nick Calathes. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Thanks again, Doris. And here's Love, following the three from Tayshaun Prince. Waiters passes to Varejao. Irving up top. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Prince with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Prince's shot is good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Outside Irving, and it's Marion in the corner. Back to Irving. There's the feed to Waiters. Now the pass to Marion. There's the triple. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen kicks to Udrich. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Marc Gasol, 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Gasol. That one is no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The wide open look here for Marion. Gets a very good look and converts. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Prince outside. For 3, Udrich. And again, Memphis no good. For Cleveland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Love outside. And right on target. Good. And now just a 2-point Memphis lead.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Udrich for 3. Some solid defense there from Irving. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. James checked in for Sean Mary. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 2. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Waiters dishes to Love. To tie it up. And the rejection by Randolph. And he's able to get it back. There is Zhao. Back to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. James misses.
Boy, that was a tough one because if that goes down, you tie the score.
And you know they wanted it to go down. They put together a nice run. That would have tied.
Gasol passes to Prince. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Waiters. Sinks it. A huge shot to tie it up.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game. Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Steve, what a big possession right here.
No doubt, guys. You can feel the tension in this building.
The drive by James. Kicks it to Waiters. From deep. Tries yet again. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line.
Shooting for Cleveland. Anderson.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might hurt. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Waiters. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. The high post shot. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The inbound. Oh, missed it.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. And it's very Zhao in at the 5. And Udrih gets it to go.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Love, no luck.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
That's blocked. A minute into overtime in what has been a great game so far. LeBron kicks to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Irving's got 25 points. Memphis leading. And Udrih kicks to Carter. And there's Marc Gasol in the assist by Carter. 9 points for Marc Gasol.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Carter outside. There's the dish to Udrih. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving kicks to Waiters. Cleveland moving it around. Back to James. Dishes to Bergeron. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And he makes both free throws. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. And Udrih kicks to Carter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Bergeron.
You look at what Gasol has done so far. 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Irving drives in. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
His leads have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Udrih dishes to Carter. Sinks it.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
It is shaking in here, guys. Absolutely insane.
Puts it up from 12. Good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him. Get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Here's Udrih. Deflected. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. LeBron leading the charge.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays caught just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Udrih for 3, buries the triple.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Beno Udrih.
Well, I'm sailing, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Should I been, could I been, would I been dead if I didn't get them